Hi, this is Robert here. It's October 30th, 2011. Just getting ready to go down the hill here. I got my pack, a lot of stuff here. So I'm going to go back up and finish the map I started. I've got a few areas to touch up on and double check a few things. And Ian canceled out, he won't be able to make it. Just be in it for overnight. Steven's supposed to come by, we'll see if he makes it. He's got a lot of stuff going on. But today's agenda and tomorrow's agenda is to get down there and double check some of my work. Do a measurement between a couple trees and see what else we can locate on the grid so we can close that out. See a little bit. We're back at the start. We were at last week. There's the Hendrins X area. Just down this way. Pink flag. Just over there, we're going to walk right up to it. Downriver. There's some logs that we looked at earlier. And there's our pink flag. We started here with Rowdy taking measurements. North-south starting out point. This is the approximate area where Animal Planet did their thing. Where Bob Gimlin said this place looks awfully familiar. So we're going to cross down over here. Just cross here following our flags. But that's our site right over there. I already bored this one already. It's really hard to count the rings, and this one has to dry out. But I'm thinking this one, in the 1971, look, there's a maple tree out in the gravel, away from that pile of organic material. So, this is it. It's an older tree for sure. Workable.
We'll have to get that marked on the aerial photo. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. About 41 inches. I'll write that down. I'm finding that the maples are the hardest to try to count the rings on. And we're also finding a little bit of rot inside the tree where things starts getting tight. And that maple had a little rot in it too, so it affected the growth rings.
That other maple is down here by the creek.
Yeah, the one right on top of the organic mound.
Near on the debris pile.
Yeah.
And is it growing out of the debris trees or out of the ground?
It looks like it's growing out of organic material. But it's not a nurse log because it's all the way down.
Yeah. Well, we've been asked to make a fake footprint up here so that we can gauge how it weathers the winter. You know, there's that story that John Green came back up here in June and was able to see the footprints still.
Well, you notice the soil does kind of keep its texture pretty well.
Yeah, we have sand and gravel under here, but there's still a good layer of forest debris on top. Dig down to the sand right there, just kicking off half to a quarter inch. Plus, there's a sheltering canopy above. So, we may not have the best footprint duration test here. So, you believe these are the film stumps here, Robert?
I don't believe anything yet.
This is a good possibility for one of them right here.
Because our meridian line runs right through here.
Mm-hmm.
I just got off our meridian line. I think it's over there.
Yeah, you can see the pink flag.
This is the one. We're actually off. Gee, it's this way.
Yeah, well, the tall one is where you're heading, right?
I'm looking for our meridian line, which is over here.
Ah, there's it.
Yeah. Easily get confused and turned around. So we got those logs already, but I also wanted to double check this one spot over here.
Okay. Here's one of the...
There's one of our problems right here.
Oh, we've already lost some flags.
I think you stepped on it.
Oh, Lord. Close enough?
Well, it's on the line. So, we talked about tall stumps, remember, Steve?
Yeah.
So, what I want to make sure is based on the flags, is make sure we have this graft right.
Yeah, because this here stump may be the tall stump we see in front of the subject in the film. We're thinking that she would have walked through here, just behind us. It is rather tall.
X0, Y4, right off the immediate meridian line. We have, so that would be a tall stump. There's a log right behind it. Here. There's that log right there. It runs this way. Here's our flag. So that's how we know where we are, because we have a grid.
Now this is the one we wanted to talk about.
This is tall.
The cut end log, an old debris pile here. And you can sort of see in there that log right there has a sawn off end. The big stump next to it. You might want to look for that.
Yeah, we already got it mapped in. So that's the other log debris.
Look for it in the film, though.
There. So the down log. We don't have the direction too wired right. I mean, according to the grid here, which is difficult when you're running through these forests. So that is right here. That stump is just across the line. That one log runs this way, but this other one runs like this. So I got to fix that angle.
Perhaps that could be tomorrow's job, to double check every square.
Well, that's what I have to do. I got to go through here. Because there's another stump right over there. And we're looking for a double, so that's what we're talking about. The grid, which can be confusing. Because here's our meridian, right?
What about the stumps that were back up here?
There's our meridian. And it's just like this. So this one we said was X4. This is 1. It's right here. And then you go over to the next flag, right over there. Boom. Here's the next flag. And those stumps are on the outside of this grid. So, yeah, I can get rid of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we did find those stumps that were up on this pile of stuff here.
Well,
there's that one there, and then...
Oh, I got to spend more time tomorrow doing that. You see our flag goes up a little bit. And there's a rotted log.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I got to hit this hard. So let's go take care of what you came up with.
Okay, well, we're walking along the North Meridian still, right?
Yeah.
So for the viewers at home, we're still heading directly north. And before us, you'll see emerging from the new foliage and trunks what we believe is the big tree. Beside it, much bigger now, the crook trunk maple with the branch going out sideways. You can see it there. This is probably what provided the yellow in the background of the film. And then the red leaves of the vine maples below provided the red colors. Bill Munns wanted us to measure from this tree, which is, we believe, the big tree, past the maple. Here's the middle tree, the one that you see all the color in front of. Right. The big tree's behind it there. To the next tree over. Robert, is in front of the big tree, which you can see is rather large here.
Yeah, didn't Peter Byrne talk about woodpecker holes in the tree?
Indeed, he did.
Yeah.
And his memory may have been wrong about the site location, but I think he did remember the bark characteristics.
That has a bunch of dips in it that look just like this. And it looks like woodpeckers have gone to town in a lot of these places. And it's got this real rough finish. Very similar to the other one. Well, and also in the 1971 Rene Dahinden aerial shot that he took from up the hillside somewhere over this way. Well, from the angle shot, there's a tree. There's a fir tree that's leaning in the shot. There's a tree leaning up there, and it's hard to shoot it through here.
Sort of see the angle of the trunk there.
It's leaning there. We can go up there and take a closer look, but yeah, that is a leaning tree that's leaning that
in
way.
The background.
And I believe so in the photo it was leaning too.
We need to go up there anyways to get the measurement in front of this maple here.
Okay, I reposition myself just off to my shoulder. That's the big tree out that way. Maple just over here. Well, above me is a leaning fir tree up there. And it's this guy right over here. Here's the base of it. And you can see there's one for scale alongside it here that's straight. This one is really leaning a lot. Into perspective a little bit. Leaning quite a bit. I'll take a compass bearing to see which way it's leaning, but compared to the other one next to it, see it's leaning quite a bit.
Yeah.
So far up, it hits a point where it kind of kicks out a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
It kicks out a bit more. And
It's hard to. It's hard to see that with the contrast to the sky.
Yeah.
Like it's trying to right itself again.
Well, it's a standard compass. I'm just going to see the leaning direction of the tree, so I'm going to do it in azimuth since that's how it's kind of doing it right now. So just following the lean, this guy, and it is about 120 degrees azimuth. It basically is in the northeasterly direction. Yes, I'm sorry, it's leaning in a southeasterly direction.
Yeah, because we're looking almost back to our meridian line right here.
Yeah, so
that being south.
In a southeastern direction at about 120 azimuths, degrees azimuth. Which is azimuth is just 360 is the full circle.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of breaking it into quarters like northeast to southwest to southeast, it's going with azimuth because 0 starts to the north, it works its way around. Take another direction from this tree to the big tree. About 195 degree azimuth. 195 degrees.
195 degrees, facing towards the big tree.
Facing south.
Well, the south would be just this side of the big tree. Should I be filming you here?
No, it's okay. The lean of this tree is pretty close to the direction of the ladder tree. Same direction. Same direction of the lean of this tree is right to the ladder tree.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be helpful in terms of direction for mapping. All right, let's head back down.
Big tree.